Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. We continue to celebrate National Reading Month with the Public Libraries of Saginaw, and joining us this morning to tell us more about it is our great friend Stephanie Reinhardt. Stephanie, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. So this whole month is about reading and encouraging kids to read, and really all of us to read, and getting kids excited about books. So the library is offering some different programs. So tell us about the Great Lakes Bay Read Project and how all of that really works.
Yeah, we've been really excited this year to partner with other library systems in the area, Bay County Library System, Grace A. Dow Library in Midland, and the Marshall Frederick Sculpture Museum at Saginaw Valley. We've been offering programs in support of the Great Michigan Read, which is Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley. We've offered programs from the Zibowing Center. We've offered lots of book clubs. Midland is having a book trivia event coming up. And all of this is leading up to an author visit by Angeline Booley to Saginaw on Saturday, April 13th at 7 p.m., which is free and open to the public.
Oh, that is so awesome. It's always cool to read a book and then meet the person who actually wrote the book.
Yeah.
That's always so much fun. So you have first grade reading celebrations that are coming up as well. Tell us about some of the other outreach programs for kids. So tell us about those.
So the first grade reading celebrations are when our children's library staff go out to the various elementary schools in the area, or the elementary students come to the libraries, and we have a party for them to celebrate all of the wonderful things they've learned this year. Most first graders have started to read early readers or chapter books by the end of the year. So we have a party, we give a little gift to the teachers, and we really just celebrate the accomplishment that is learning to read on your own.
And you know what, Stephanie, I love just hearing you speak about this because you have so much excitement about what you do. Why is this so important for our community?
Absolutely. People who read are generally have more empathy, which is something that we're all in more need of, absolutely. But also readers, there's a quote that says, readers live 1,000 lives, most people live only one. So it's something that really can broaden a world for somebody who feels like they really are just in one place at a time, and it can teach, innumerable things. And I know we talk a lot about how kids maybe fell behind during the pandemic or any of these things, and reading is something that can really elevate someone, an adult or child, very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. So speaking of, this is for adults, this is for children, what other reading events do you have for readers who may be a bit older?
Sure. So our bookmobile has begun making stops around the community, so if you do see our book bus, please come and say hi.
Nice.
But we also have a really interesting one that's just gotten started. We have our adult story time that was super well received at the Hoyt Library. We have one coming up on March 20th. Where they'll be talking about Dune and reading sections of Dune. It is a very funny and enjoyable program if you guys want to check it out. There's also on the 20th Mr. Rogers story time, because to celebrate his legacy and his birthday. So that is also on March 20th at Hoyt Library. And if you have a kid who's not sure what they want to read, we have a book tasting program at Zoll coming up on the 23rd, which gives kids a chance to read small sections of lots of different books so that they can get a better idea of what they like to read as people.
That is such a great idea, because even as an adult, I think sometimes we struggle. What genre do I actually really like? Do I like nonfiction? Do I like fiction? What kind of books do I like? So that really helps a lot.
We have lots of book clubs too, and we put out flyers. We have 7 different book clubs right now. So if you want to read and join us, everything from nonfiction to mysteries, please join us at any of those. Or if you want to stop by any library, we'd be happy to help you figure out what you like to read.
Yeah. So next month, readers can check out a visiting author who's coming to Saginaw. What can we expect from that?
So the Great Michigan Read is through the Michigan Humanities Association, and they have given us a grant to bring Angeline Booley in. She's a Michigan author. Her book has won numerous awards. Firekeeper's Daughter came out a few years ago and won the top award for teens in the country. She has a new book that had just came out this past fall, Warrior Girl on Earth, and we're really excited to have her to come and talk about the story of how that came to be and kind of the thought process behind this book, which is honestly one of my favorite books I have ever read.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So Stephanie, anything else you want to add?
I just encourage everyone, if you have not read a book this year, please join us.
Yeah.
Audiobooks count. We have resources for coming into the library. We have resources if you want to download to your smartphone. All of that is available if you are a taxpayer in our area. We'd love to help you out.
Awesome. Well, Stephanie, we thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And for your expertise and excitement. You make us all excited about reading.
Well, thank you. I hope everyone gets excited and comes to read.
Yeah. All right. So you can find more information on this and more in the hotline section of our website of WNEM.com. We'll be right back.